Here are the materials to make my mold and decal. I have aluminum window screen, I have hardware cloth, I have a staple gun, weather stripping, I just blanked on that, staples for the staple gun, wire cutters, tape, and 2 picture frames. These were the only 2 wooden ones that I was willing to part with, so they're a little bit of an odd shape, but they'll just make fun size paper. So I have the screen and the hardware cloth are now cut out. They're a lot bigger than the frame, so I am going to staple them down with the screen on top and then trim them. It is all stapled down, both of them now, so I'm going to trim the outside of it and then tape it around the edges so I don't get stabbed. So this side of the mold and decal is screened, stapled, trimmed, and taped. Now I'm going to put the weather stripping on this side. And then all I have to do is wait for my paper to be done soaking and then we can start. So I have all my materials to make the paper. I have my paper soaking in water to turn into pulp. I have my big bin to pour it into. I have my mold and decal, my blender, just waiting for the paper to soften up more and then it will be go time. I also have my sponge. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm interested to see how it turns out. I have a mixture of different colors. It has writing on it. A lot of it is my bills and old mail and that sort of thing, so we shall see. All right, my paper has sat. I filled the blender up 3/4 of the way and then I filled the rest of it all the way up with water. Now it's time to blend. Okay, it is all blended. Now I am going to pour over my mold and decal. I am going to switch to photos because my phone is dying and I don't think I can videotape all of it, but this is where I'm at so far. Alright, so I took the excess water out of it with a sponge and now it is time to just let it dry. So this experiment is now done. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely very interesting to me because in my head, using different colored paper, just assumed that the colors wouldn't mix together and that I would have flecks of peach and blue and white and, you know, all the different colors of the mail and paper that we had shredded up. But then it all mixed together and made this sad gray color. It was really easy to do. This is definitely something that I will do with my classroom, something I will definitely do with my son. He definitely helped me through parts of this. Yeah, I am really curious to see like how it will turn out using different size frames or trying to do it, you know, make different shapes and that sort of thing. I definitely want to experiment more with this and kind of see what I can do, especially we use so much paper at work and we always have a scrap bin going, so to be able to take those pieces of paper that typically either get thrown out or used for like little notes or whatever and create something that the kids can use will definitely be awesome. I really think this experiment anyone could do. It's not difficult, it's easy to put together, it's a lot of household items. Really the hardest thing that I had a hard time finding was the aluminum window screen, because a lot of them are made out of mesh, but I really don't see why you couldn't use mesh. Yeah, it was definitely very cool. My son asked to keep the mold and decal. We'll definitely do this more at home, and like I said, I can't wait to bring this into my classroom. This experiment was awesome, and it's definitely one that I can see continuing to use in the future through teaching and being a mom.